Baig of Tricks trivia time. Grab your friends and play it online. With Ali and Gina and Taco just for you. It's Baig of Tricks trivia time, and we're feeling alright. Okay, come on, let's play.
Good evening, Pawnee. Welcome to our Parks and Recreation Trivia Night. My name is Ali with Baig of Tricks Entertainment. Thank you to everybody joining us on this beautiful Wednesday evening. We are excited to have the opportunity to do this Parks and Recreation Trivia, especially on the eve of the brand new episode that will be debuting tomorrow night. They have blessed us with this new episode set in current times. They'll also be airing the cast reunion from last year. So if you're a Parks and Rec fan, which I imagine most of you are if you're here right now, some good stuff for you tomorrow night on NBC. But tonight is Parks and Rec Trivia with Baig of Tricks Entertainment. So if you haven't played trivia with us before you go any further, before you do anything else, obviously if you can hear me and you can see me, you're halfway there. The other thing you need to do is actually join the online game. So you saw it rotating on your screen earlier. You can see down at the bottom of the screen, to play, you want to join at online.baigoftricks.com and enter the code Parks and Rec. I recommend doing this from your phone. So watch the YouTube video from your computer or from your TV. If you have a smart TV, you can put this up on your YouTube app. I recommend watching the video from your TV and then joining the actual online trivia game from your phone. This gives you a little more freedom of movement. You don't have to flip back and forth between tabs. And if you're at home with a couple of people, if the whole family likes the show, you guys can all watch the video together on one TV or one computer, and you can each play the game from your own phone. Individually, you can play against each other, or you can team up and just play as a team. Feel free to do that. If you have friends that you're Zooming with or FaceTiming with virtually, that's perfectly fine too. You guys can play as a team, or again, you can all enter the game individually. I'll show you on the screen what that looks like. You want to make sure, again, I recommend from your phone, you want to pull up the website. It's not an app. You don't have to download anything. It is online.baigoftricks.com. Once you are there, it's going to ask you for two pieces of information. It's going to ask you for your name. My name is Ali. And it's going to ask you for the state that you are playing from. That is just for us. Here at Baig of Tricks, we're trying to eventually have participants from all 50 of the nifty United States. We are getting very close, so maybe somebody tonight will help us check another state off the list. Once you see this screen where it says the game will begin shortly, you are good to go. It's all you have to do for now. Nothing else will happen until I actually start the game, which I will do here in just a few minutes. I want to give people time to join. Wow, yeah, it just jumped up. We currently have 140 people sitting here ready to play some Parks and Recreation trivia. So, what are we doing? We're playing trivia. If you just saw me look off to the side of the screen, that is Gina, who's behind the keyboard in the comments, answering your questions and helping anybody navigate issues that you're having right now. So, as I say every single time, we would not be doing these events. We wouldn't be able to do these events if not for Gina behind the keyboard. So please do give her a shout out, a big thank you in the comments. She's happy to be here. Please let her know that you're happy she's here.
Happy to be
here.
Yeah,
I'm telling her.
Whether she likes it or not.
We're happy to be here. We're happy.
Like it.
We're happy that you guys are here. Again, Baig of Tricks Entertainment has started putting these events online due to everything going on, and we're not going anywhere as long as we can't go anywhere. So until we can host trivia for you in the bars and the restaurants again, we will continue to do these online events. So before we go any further, obviously we're doing this for you guys. We're doing this because of you all. So I want to say thank you for continuing to join us on these events. Thank you for continuing to come out. Thank you for your support. If that support comes in the way of liking or commenting or sharing posts online on our Facebook page, inviting your friends, inviting your family members from across the United States to play. Thank you for doing that. And a giant, big, special thank you to those of you that have donated or helped support us financially. Like so many businesses, Baig of Tricks Entertainment is shut down For all intents and purposes, we are a in-person business until a month ago. So we have not, to this point, operated on any type of for-profit model. We're not charging you to be here, and you do not have to donate anything to play. There is a prize up for grabs, courtesy of our sponsor, that I'll tell you about. You don't have to donate to win that. If you're here, you're playing, you are eligible to win. But we do thank you to everybody that has donated or does donate, because that allows us to put on more of these events. These platforms that we use are not free, unfortunately, so those donations go a really long way in helping us put on more events, different types of events, more frequent events for you all. So one thing that we're doing to give back to those of you that donate financially is we do draw one person each week out of the pool of everyone that donated. And if we draw your name, you get to choose one of the trivia nights that we host next week. So this week, our winner, Cindy, chose to have us do a general knowledge trivia night with some categories of her choosing. So some categories I usually don't feature a lot of questions from. We did some Chicago sports trivia, some country music trivia, 60s and 70s music, some nursery rhyme questions, just random stuff. And that was all in honor of Cindy, who won our donation drawing raffle. You can elect to do the same thing. If you're the winner next week, you can ask us to do a general knowledge trivia night with a couple categories that you select. Or you can tell us to do an entire themed night if it's one of if it's something that can hold up an entire theme night, like your favorite book or TV show or movie. If it's something we've done in the past, obviously we can definitely do that for you. If it's something we've never done before, we can try to do that for you. If you want another Parks and Rec night, if you're the winner, we'll do that for you. So that's how we are trying to give back to you right now, in the form of those individuals that donate. If you're interested or feel so inclined, the links are below me. They'll be here all night. We're on Venmo, PayPal, and Zelle, or QuickPay, whatever you want to call it. So thank you to everybody that has donated, everybody that does. And then, in addition, whether you donate or not, like I said, you are eligible to win a prize tonight just for participating, thanks to our incredible sponsor at Elmhurst Brewing Company. So Elmhurst Brewing Company graciously reached out when this was all starting and said, hey, listen, we want to be in on this. We want to help you do these events. So what they've done is they have sponsored up to one event, two events every single day, where they actually provide us a gift card to give away as a prize. So when we started this, we were just doing it for fun. We're still going to have fun, but now we actually have a gift card up for grabs, a $25 gift card to Elmhurst Brewing Company. They have delicious beer, delicious food. They are open for carry-out, curbside pickup, and they are also open for limited delivery. So if you haven't checked them out yet, please do. Even if you're not in the area, give them a like or send them a message and say, hey, thanks for supporting Baig-O-Tricks. Thanks for giving us something to fight for when we do these events. Because we are playing for a prize, obviously, you should all know this anyway, but no cheating. Make sure you're on your best behavior. As I mentioned earlier, feel free to play as a team. Feel free to Zoom with your friends or FaceTime. But make sure that your answers come out of somebody's brain, not out of Google or Bing or AltaVista, like most of the members of Pawnee still using AltaVista. So that's pretty much it. That's how this works. Big shout out again to Elmhurst Brewing Company. We have a bunch of other fun events coming up this week. Tonight, obviously, we're doing Parks and Rec. Tomorrow, we have military history trivia. That is sponsored by the Cantini First Division History Museum. So that's a really fun one. We mix in a lot of military pop culture, like questions about military films or famous figures in military history. It's not just for history buffs. You could have a good time even if you kind of fell asleep in 7th grade social studies. You'll do fine. And it's free to play. So come out there, prizes for that. And then we're doing a general knowledge trivia night at 9 o'clock tomorrow. All these times are central. General knowledge tomorrow night at 9. And then on Friday, pretty much for the foreseeable future, every Friday we are doing fundraising events. Last week we supported the West Suburban Humane Society. We raised over $8,000. $8,000 from an online trivia event for the West Suburban Humane Society, taking care of dogs and cats and other animals. This week on Friday, we are supporting another West Suburban business nonprofit. It's the West Suburban Community Pantry. So we've actually done food drives for them in the past, and we've had the pleasure of collecting canned goods from you all at events and bringing them over there. We can't do that right now, so instead we are hosting an online trivia night. These are the only events currently that you have to actually purchase a ticket for, and all of the proceeds go towards supporting the West Suburban Community Pantry. So we're trying to raise as much as we can to help them in their mission of helping everyone in the West Suburban area that is struggling right now and could use a little help. So please check that out. You can purchase your ticket online. I know many of you have. Our very good friend in Canada, Christy Ann, who lives nowhere near the West Suburban Community Pantry, bought her ticket today. She reached out because she couldn't buy one from Canada, so I helped her out with that. So we have people from Canada supporting the West Suburban Community Pantry. If you're in the West Suburban area, please consider doing that as well. That's on Friday. Saturday is SpongeBob Trivia at 3 p.m., family friendly, as our Saturday events always are. So bring the kids, bring the parents, the grandparents, whoever likes SpongeBob, bring them along. We'll be doing that at 3 p.m. And then on Sunday, the event I may be most excited for, because there will be cheesecake, is our Golden Girls Trivia Brunch. Golden Girls Trivia Brunch. So obviously we can't brunch together physically, but we can brunch together virtually. So this is the earliest we've ever done trivia. We're doing it 1 p.m. Central Time, and we will be asking you questions about the Golden Girls, one of the best TV shows ever, and sipping mimosas together, or Bloody Mary, or whatever you want. We're going to eat, we're going to drink. That event's sponsored by McWethy's Tavern, one of my favorite places for brunch when we can go.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah. So we're going to pick up some food from McWethy's Tavern. If you're near Romeoville, consider doing that as well. But either way, join us 1 p.m. on Sunday for Golden Girls Trivia. That's it for what's coming up. Now let's talk about what's happening right now. Parks and Recreation Trivia. We have 30 questions via our online trivia platform. Half of these are going to be multiple choice. Half of these are going to be open-ended, actual, trivia answers where you have to submit it all on your own. So if you haven't joined the game yet, this is your last chance to do so before we start. On your phone, my recommendation, but you can do it from your computer. Go to online.baigoftricks.com, enter the code Parks and Rec, or you can go directly online.baigoftricks.com/Parks and Rec. Once you're there, put in your name, the state you're playing from, and you are set. Once I start the game, you will see the first question pop up, which I'm actually going to add a practice question. I forgot to do this earlier, so I'm going to add it right now.
Oh, the Lyle Park District Parks and Rec Department is here to play.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Real Parks and Rec Department's playing Parks and Rec Trivia. All right, sorry for my silence. I'm just adding this practice question, and you'll see why in a second. What I'm doing is adding a question in at the beginning so that those of you who have never played trivia with us online before will get a feel for how this works before it actually starts counting for points. So essentially, overall, like I said, we have 15 multiple choice questions, and we have 15 questions that'll be open-ended. We're going to do the multiple choice questions first. How it works, I'll ask the question. You'll see the question on your screen. Make sure you're watching the question on your phone because there's a timer. There's a 30-second timer for every question. Once I start the timer, 4 answers will pop up, A, B, C, and D. One of them is always the correct answer. All you have to do is click it. Hit it with your finger or click it if you're on the computer with the mouse. A, B, C, or D, whichever one you believe to be right. Click it as quickly as you can because the sooner you enter your answer, the more points you earn. That's how the multiple choice questions work. Once you click an answer, you can't undo it. So you want to find the balance between reading really quickly and clicking the correct answer, but not so quick that you accidentally click the wrong one because you can't undo it. You'll earn 0 points. We'll be able to look at the standings throughout the night, so we'll do that every couple questions. But right now, we're going to kick it off. That's all you need to know for multiple choice. 4 answers on the screen. Make sure, again, you look at the timer on your phone because the timer that you see on my screen here, it will show up. It's a cool way to see the question, but it's always going to be a couple seconds behind the real timer. So if you're watching my timer, you'll think you have 3 or 4 seconds left, and it'll actually be gone. That is the danger of the internet. There's always a little bit of a lag.
And we also have the Chicago Park District Special Recreation representing too. So now there's a competition.
There's a competition between Parks and Rec departments. Lyle's on here.
Also a librarian. I won't call her out because Leslie, had issue with the librarians, but we have everyone representing. Oh, Downers Grove Park District too.
There are a lot of park districts on here tonight. Thank you guys for being here. So we're gonna get started at 9:15 on the dot. So I'm doing okay. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Cheers. We love you all. Thank you for playing Parks and Rec Trivia. Thank you for just doing this with us. Thanks. So again, if you want to chat in the live chat, that is open on YouTube. Gina's there. I'll check in every now and then, but I get really easily distracted. and then we don't go through the questions. All right, here we go. First question coming up. Again, this is a practice question. It will be real for every sense except it will not count for points. And a quick update, we have 217 people on here right now, so thank you all for being here. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, wait, hold on. I don't know why that didn't. Don't look at that question. You won't be able to answer until I click it anyway. So here will be your first question. I'm just going to move it into the right spot. I thought I clicked this, but I didn't. Okay, here we go. What is the name of your trivia host tonight? This is your practice question. It doesn't count for points. It's just so you can learn how the system works. What is the name of your trivia host? Me. What is me? Who am I? You have 4 options. You have 30 seconds. Is it Ali, Ron, Andy, or Tom?
Steph said I'm a librarian at a library that is currently fighting with the Park District.
Oh my God.
That is true.
Librarian.
They are
Yeah, you are fighting with the Park District.
This is funny.
Chicago Park District Special Recreation representing. Lisle Park District representing. I used to hang out at Community Park all the time. I ran at Community Park every single day. So Lisle Park District holds a place in my heart. I used to live right there in Lisle. Cannot wait till the new episode. Here's me catching up. Yeah, Colleen Rock, the lettering on my shirt. So I have a very cheap homemade green screen behind me. And apparently the letters on my shirt are just shaded green enough, but they are yellow.
They're yellow.
Yeah, they're yellow, but they're showing up as the green screen. So hope that doesn't trip you guys out too much. Let's see what you thought. How many of you knew my name is Ali? Good job! 132 people, which means right now we have a total of 154 people participating online in Parks and Recreation Trivia Night on a Wednesday evening. What a world, guys. Thank you for being here. All right. Now the questions start counting for points. So make sure you take your time, read the answers, make sure you click the correct one. If you click the wrong one, you can't undo it. That's the one thing you need to be careful of. Here we go. Question number 2, our real first question of the evening. While Anne scores only 58% on her parent compatibility test with Chris, she scores an 84% match with which other individual? She takes a compatibility match to see who she'd be a good parent with. Chris, she scores only a 58. Which of these individuals did she score an 84% match? Jerry, Andy, Tom, or Ben? Allison, tell Kevin to refresh his phone because I moved that question around, so it might have got caught up on the internet.
Oh, okay. Ali was not one of the options. That's kind of funny.
Yeah. Yeah, he probably saw the answers to this one. Romeoville Parks and Recreation is here tonight, too.
Wow.
It's amazing. Crazy. Yeah, Kevin. Yeah, so make sure if you're out there and you're not seeing the same question that I'm talking about or that I have on the screen, make sure that you do refresh your screen. This is a good time as any to tell you this is the internet we are working with. It is not perfect, so we do our best to make it flow as smoothly as possible. But if something does start happening where it doesn't seem like your device is acting like everyone else's, the best thing to do is just refresh your screen, refresh your phone, close the browser. I've turned on the options here so that if you leave and come back in, you can still rejoin using the same login. So don't worry about that. Now that I said it, I want to make sure that I did that. Yeah, so if you leave and you come back, you can still sign back in. Don't you worry. All right. Questions will start flowing a little bit smoother now. Working out these kinks. A lot of you said Jerry, 54% of you. 39% of you said Tom. Ooh, sorry.
Bless you.
Thank you. Jerry was correct. Jerry, 54% of you, 84 people guessed she was an 84% match to be a compatible parent with Jerry. All right, question 3. Same format, new question. How old was Ben when he was elected mayor of his hometown? How old was Ben Wyatt when he was elected mayor of his hometown? Was he 17, 19, 18, or 21. Thank you for the bless yous. I appreciate it. Rule number 4-ish of online trivia. I love it. John Seeker, welcome, my friend. I miss playing trivia with you, or at least having you out for trivia at Tannen's way back in the day. All right, here we go. Question number 3. 79% of you said 18 years old. A few of you said 17. But yeah, 80% of you here. Correct answer. Good job. He was 18 years old. It went disastrously. Disastrously? That's a word. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Question 4. We'll look at the standings after question 5. Typically the questions start out easy and then get tougher at the end. I think that there are some tough questions in the beginning, and I think that you'll think some of the questions later are easier. So I think we're leading you down a false path here. This is a tough one. What is the name of the strip club near the VA hospital that Tom supposedly has held multiple meetings at? So there's a name of a strip club. We don't ever see it, but Tom says he's held meetings at which of these strip clubs? The Bulge, Glitter Factory, Bojangles, or Talent and Poise? Oh, man. You okay? Let's check. Oh, we'll check in on Taco after the next one. I got a tickle in my nose. So yes, I was correct in thinking that this question was tough because the Glitter Factory is the most popular strip club in town, and we see the Glitter Factory. So I kind of tried to give a hint there. We never see the answer to this question. We've seen the Glitter Factory. The correct answer is Talent and Poise. Talent and Poise. Like I said, this is a tough question for the beginning of the night, so don't let this throw you off. I usually try to move these towards the end. But I slipped this one in the beginning by accident, so I apologize. But 15 of you still got it right. So good job. That's almost a reverse social. I don't know if Chris is out there. We almost had a reverse social. So here we go. We'll do question number 5, and then we'll look at the standings, see where everybody's at after these first 4 that counted for points. We're just looking for an age. Chris Traeger once said he believes that he will be the first person to live to what age? Chris Traeger believes he will be the first person to live to what age? 175 years old, 125 years old, 150 years old, or 100 years old? Thank you. Oh, Jennifer Sterna, sorry. Clicked the wrong one, Stephanie. Oh, John Seeger. Oh.
That's so frustrating.
Yeah. I feel you guys. I feel your pain. I remember when QuizUp first came out, just the mobile trivia app, and it was just, you had to click it quicker than your opponent, and I remember the frustration of clicking quick just to be quick, and then being like, shit, you know that it's wrong. But here, you guys didn't really struggle. A lot of you said 125, but many more of you said 150 years old. He believes he'll be the first person to live to be 150. Good job. All right, so here's how it works. I'm going to throw the rankings, the standings up on the screen. If you are in first, second, or third place, the score will stay at the top of the screen. Everybody else is going to rotate across the bottom of the screen, so make sure you're watching. I'll let this one go so everybody can see where they're at. And here we go. Currently in first, Lil Sebastian, Emily. In second, Disky Business. Missy D, welcome back in third. The Ann Perkins of Trivia Teams in 13th. I see the reasonablest Hale Zorp, love it. Pacitis in 26th. Hi Ho Duke. Punk ass book jockey, the worst. Pawnee Goddess, aka Rachel Whitlock. Hey Rachel. I saw Allison Neal up there in about 43rd. Kevin Koch sitting next to her. Fleetwood Mac Sex Pants. So much bacon. Taco got camera shy, and Taco left. He'll be back. The Local Calzone Zone champions got nothing on Taco. I love it. Saw the Walkerholics out there. Thank you for being back. All right. We're going to see those rankings every 5 questions, so we're going to move now right into question number 6. Here it comes. What famous actor does Leslie's quote-unquote man pillow look like? She has a pillow that she calls her man pillow, and it looks like which of these famous actors? Is it Daniel Craig, Tom Cruise, Pierce Brosnan, or Sean Connery? I didn't realize I put 3 James Bonds and Tom Cruise. Thank God Tom Cruise was never James Bond. I like Tom Cruise as an actor. Let me be clear here. I think he's a pretty good actor for the most part, but I don't think he would have pulled off James Bond. He was Jack Reacher, and from what I understand, Jack Reacher in the books was like 6'5" and like 300 pounds. But 5'4" Tom Cruise fits the bill, I guess. All right, let's see what you guys thought. Not an overwhelming, but 63% of you said Daniel Craig. A couple of you Pierce. A lot of you went for the 007 answers. Not many people said Tom Cruise. Daniel Craig is correct. Daniel Craig. Good job. Moving on. Question 7. What city did Anne and Chris move to when they left Pawnee? They left together as a couple to have the baby, to raise the baby. What city did they move to together? Was it Lansing, Ann Arbor, Indianapolis, or Annapolis? Oh, gosh. No.
He's right there. Right? No. Oh, he's way down on the landing.
He wasn't. All right. Okay, bye again. Let's see what you guys thought. Yeah, you didn't struggle. 85% of you said Ann Arbor, which seems like a pretty fitting place for Ann Perkins to move to. Ann Arbor. All right, question 8. What was the name of the song that Andy wrote for Lil Sebastian's memorial service? What was the name of the song Andy wrote for Lil Sebastian's memorial service? Was it A Candle in the Wind, 5,000 Candles in the Wind, 10,000 Candles in the Wind, or 1,000 Candles in the Wind?
That's a tackle set.
Thank you, Allison, MCAT, Kelly, and Tamika for the donations. Thank you, Walkerholics, for the donation. We appreciate every one of you out there, but I do like to shout out when I remember to those of you that have donated during this event. So thank you guys so much. That means the world to us. Let's see how you did with our candles in the wind. 106 people said 5,000 candles in the wind. 36 people said 10,000 candles in the wind. Maybe they'll play 10,000 Candles in the Wind tomorrow night, but the correct answer for this one is 5,000 Candles in the Wind. Maybe they'll rewrite it, 10,000 candles, but this one was 5,000. Here we go. Question number 9. Tom! One of my favorite gifts. Tom was sentenced to go without electronics for a week after he hit what item with his car? He was in court. Judge didn't like it. What did Tom hit with his car? A telephone pole, a fire hydrant, a stop sign, or a crossing guard? Let's see what you guys think. I think you're going to do well. Okay. Not as clear cut as I thought you might have been. I think I've jinxed us tonight.
Yes?
Yeah. So for those of you that have been playing trivia with us for a while, anytime we have 90% or more of everyone answer a correct answer, we do a social. We cheers and we celebrate it. That's our way to drink more, essentially. But you don't have to drink alcohol. It's whatever. We're just celebrating how well you guys know the answers. And so today I actually finally made an official Baig of Tricks Entertainment social glass to drink when we hit socials, and we haven't had a social yet. So I may have jinxed you guys, and I'm sorry. But I still have faith in you. We could get one. But not here. 77% or 77 people said a fire hydrant, 45 people said a telephone pole, 20 people said a stop sign, 8 people said a crossing guard. He hit a fire hydrant. A fire hydrant Tom hit with his car. He had to go with no electronics. He tried. He drew an iPhone on that piece of paper. It's just not the same. All right, here we go. Question number 10. We'll look at the standings again after this one. Who got Leslie in trouble by posting a video of themselves drinking on the Sullivan Street Pit's official website? Who posted a video of themselves drinking on the Pit's official website? Was it Andy, Tom, April, or Greg Pikaitis? All right. We're 10 questions in. Let's see what you thought for this one. 122 of you, 80% of you said April. 15 people said Andy. 5 people said Tom. 10 said Greg Pikaitis. The correct answer is April. April was boozing it up, posted a video on the Pit's official website, and that did not end well overall. So we're going to go through the rankings now. Once again, things may have changed because even if you're scoring every question correctly, you're still earning more points based on how quickly you answer. So we'll see where we're at now. Throw these rankings on the screen. Disky Business now in first. Missy D also tied. We have it down to a tie for first, 862 points apiece. That doesn't happen often. Lil Sebastian, Emily in third. I'm going to let this rotate through. So I was just informed we have a young friend with us, Fiona. Thank you for being here. I think it was in the comments that we heard. Your parents have let you stay up late, so tell them I said thank you. I'm glad that you enjoy Parks and Rec as much as we do. What a great show, Fiona. Thank you for being here. Well past your bedtime. We appreciate you and your parents. I see Janet Snakehole, Gary Terry, Larry J. Oh, Poo Poo and a Pee Pee's back. A Poo Poo and a Pee Pee. Thank you for being here. Kevin Koch right above a Poo Poo and a Pee Pee. Thank you for being here. Oh, there's a name we didn't see during Harry Potter trivia. Gilderoy Lockdown. Gilderoy Lockdown. That's a great name. All right. That is everybody again. So we will now move on to the final 6 multiple choice questions. It's going to switch after this. We have a different type of question, but we still have multiple choice right now. So here we go. This is the question 11 drinking time, because it always takes a long time to load question 11 and question 21. Oh, and again, I am changing things by saying them out loud. Question 11. Again, you still have multiple choice answers. They'll pop up once I start your 30-second timer. What floor of Pawnee City Hall is regarded with horror by nearly everyone? Which floor of City Hall is the floor that nobody wants to go to? Is it the 5th floor, the 2nd floor, the 4th floor, or the 3rd floor? Amy, we love that team name too. A poo poo and a pee pee. Drinking Unholy by Coppertail. Kevin, that sounds delicious. R.I.P. Little Sebastian. That's right. Allison. Where's Taco? He's an independent little boy right now. Ever since he got his haircut. He's too good for us now.
Yeah, it's true. You're right.
You'd think he'd want to be on camera more. He looks fresh to death. Do people still say fresh to death? Is that a thing?
I feel like Joe Flaherty said it the other night.
Yes, that's Joe Flaherty and me. We're on the same page. 104 people. 70% of you said 4th floor. 22 of you said 3rd. A couple of you said 5th. Not really anybody said 2nd. The correct answer was the 4th floor. The 4th floor. Congratulations. You guys are still doing very well. We're moving on. Question number 12. This is a quote from the show. This is a quote. I'm going to give you the quote. As you can see here, you just have to tell me who said it. So who said this? Yes, I'm a hunter, and it's you season. Yes, I'm a hunter, and it's you season. Who said this? Was it Jean-Ralphio, Tom, Donna, or April?
I just posted a reminder to not rely on gifts for hints.
Oh, thank you. I didn't say that out loud, guys, but the pictures and the gifts that you see here on the screen, they are not meant to be hints or tips. They are just for fun. So sometimes they might be from the same scene. They might be, related to the question, but they are not meant to be hints. And sometimes, like this, it's not from the same episode even. It's just up there because I wanted you to have something to look at. So let's see what you thought. Don't let them lead you astray. 26% of you said Jean-Ralphio. 28 people said Tom. 80 people said Donna. And Donna is correct. Good job. When I asked this one in person at the bars and the restaurants, obviously we don't do multiple choice, and a lot of people put Tom. If you don't see Donna up there, for whatever reason, a lot of people put Tom. Don't think of Donna. All right, here we go. Question 13. This one, I think, pretty tough, but again, you have multiple choice answers. When some of the group participated in the Model UN meeting. So again, this gift does come from this scene, but it's not going to help you. When the group participated in the Model UN meeting, what country did Andy represent? What country did Andy represent? Was it Peru, Denmark, South Africa, or Finland? One of the people who put Tom. Jen, thank you so much for your honesty. That's what I appreciate about yous. I heard there's a few people watching Letterkenny now after our trivia night. If you hadn't watched it before, if you still haven't watched Letterkenny, do it. It's on Hulu. It's free if you have Hulu. What about Germany? They've never been the bad guys. This one split you guys pretty much across the board, well, except for Peru. But 28 people said Denmark, 53 said South Africa, and 52 said Finland. 52 of you were right. It is Finland. Thank you. All right, here we go. Question number 14. Another quote. I'm giving you a quote. You just have to tell me who said it. Who said this quote? Love fades away, but things are forever. Who said this quote? Gina just raised her hand. Whoops. Whoop. Oh, we're on the internet again. Who said it? Love fades away, but things are forever. Was it Leslie, Tom, Jean-Ralphio, or Donna? This one could be our first social because it flashed an answer up there for a second on the screen. But again, this is the internet, so we are at the whim and the mercy of the computer gods tonight. Yes, Allison, there was a glitch. Laura, it might have answered for you for a second, but then it should have allowed you to answer afterwards. Don't worry. So let's see how you answered. 7 of you said Leslie. 4 of you said Jean-Ralphio. 2 of you said Donna. But 139 of you correctly said Tom. Tom said love fades away, but things are forever. So we can officially use the brand new Baig of Tricks social glass. Cheers, everybody. Raise your glasses or your food, whatever. You don't have to be drinking to participate. This is just how we celebrate you guys because you knew this one so well that 91% of you answered it correctly. Cheers. Sociable. Akole Maluna, I believe, in Hawaii. Cheers. All right, 2 more multiple choice questions. Question 15. Ron's favorite steakhouse, Charles Mulligan's, was located in what city? Ron's favorite steakhouse, Charles Mulligan's, was located in what city? Eagleton, South Bend, Muncie, or Indianapolis? Allison, yes. Like DJ Roomba. Whoa, Melissa Cisco. What was open? White Claw. Oh, yeah, Gina just opened her water, but I am drinking a White Claw. So good job. A fortified White Claw is what we call them around here. Joe Haynes, no, I am not just drinking water. Sometimes I do. It's not always alcohol, but tonight it is a vodka claw. It's a White Claw with vodka added. Because it is, we ran out of Aldi Claw.
Yeah, the real thing. Right?
Yeah, tonight was the take a White Claw and add a bunch of vodka kind of night. Here we go. Let's see what you thought. 81% of you said Indianapolis. A few of you said Muncie and South Bend, Eagleton each, but most of you knew Indianapolis. One of the saddest scenes in the show when Ron shows up to eat and it's closed. All right. Question 16. This is our final multiple choice questions. Things will amp up a little bit after this, but we'll look at the standings first. Question 16. Where does Tammy number 2 work? Where does Tammy number 2 work? Is it the bank, strip club, the IRS, or the library? Gotta order the turf and turf. Yes, Jeff. Turf and turf. Kayla, same thing. I love it. Like I said, I try to read the comments, but I get real distracted, so I respond when I can. But I do love your guys' comments, so please do keep commenting in that live chat. Sometimes I go back and read them later just for entertainment. So thank you. We appreciate all of you. All right, here we go. Let's see what you thought. This is our first official mega social. I don't know what a mega social is. I just made it up. But 99% of you got it right. Tammy number 2 works at the IRS. The library. Oh, God. Mega social, that's why. Tammy number 1 works at the IRS. That's what I was trying to say. One of you answered the IRS, but 149 of you correctly said Tammy number 2 is a punk-ass book jockey at the library. We love our real-life librarians, but we don't like Tammy number 2.
Wow.
I mean, not in the show. Yeah. Megan Mullally. I'm sure she's a great lady. So cheers. Cheers, Mega Social. All right, standings are coming up on the screen. This will be the last time we see him before the questions switch to the next format. So make sure you see where you're at. I'll probably let this one go through twice this time, just so in case you're not sure where your team is, you can see. Here we go. Currently in first, second, and third, things have changed. Jill out of nowhere up into first by just 16 points ahead of Missy D. Disky Business still in third. Everything else is going to rotate through Xena and Ron, Warrior Princesses. I'm going to let this go through, everybody. You watch that. I'm going to go check on Doe.
I think he's sleeping, brother. Is he?
Yeah. Well, he wasn't asleep.
Well. Oh.
Yeah.
Lay down, boo-boo.
All right, we are still going through. We'll see where everybody's at. That is the softest blanket in the world.
It is. He loves it.
See Aaron, Dwayne, Holemdora, Pyramid of Greatness, love it. Jessica W, Mallory, and 159th, Julie. So like I said, I'm going to let this one go through one more time. And then while this is going through the second time, I'm going to explain how the next round works because it is different. There are 15 more questions, but they are no longer multiple choice. They are no longer multiple choice. You now have to type your answer in, which just by that fact makes these tougher. You have to type the answer in, which means you're not going to have choices. Other than that, some of these will be simple. Some of these will be tough. The point value goes up. So everything up to this point has been worth 100 points, and now they're going to start going up by 50 points every 5 questions. The other thing you need to know, if this is your first time playing trivia with us, especially if it's your first time, listen up right now. You now have the entire 30 seconds to answer. You do not earn less points if it takes you 20 seconds and somebody else gets their answer in 10 seconds. As long as you answer before the timer hits 0 and you have the right answer, you're going to earn the full value of that question's points. The reason I change it is so that you take your time and you spell your answer correctly. If you spell your answer correct, the computer automatically grades it and you automatically get points. If you misspell it because you're typing so quickly, that means I have to go through and mark it right manually, which there's always the slight chance that I may not catch it. So if you want to make sure you get points, take your time, spell it right, and just make sure you get it in before the timer hits 0. No rush anymore. We're just here for fun. That decreasing time points is off. There is still a timer of 30 seconds, but you have the whole time. So here we go, guys. Thank you so much for being here. We have 15 questions left. Cheers to you all. Cheers to Parks and Rec. Let's do it.
Stephanie Curtis's husband said the taco's a soft shell taco.
Oh my God, he's a soft shell taco.
And everyone seems.
That's adorable. All right, here we go. First of our open-ended questions. You have to type in the answer. What is the name of Leslie's favorite restaurant in Pawnee? This one not very tough, but it's worth 150 points. What is the name of Leslie's favorite restaurant in Pawnee? Make sure you type that answer in. Type it in, hit submit, and make sure you get this in before the timer on your screen hits 0. Again, very important, don't pay as much attention to the timer on my screen because the timer on your screen is more correct. This one is behind because of how the internet works, typically behind about 3 or 4 seconds. So that could make you think you have more time than you do. All right, everybody is in. So on my end right now, I'm just going to quickly go through and mark some of these answers correct. Most of you had it. You'll see on the screen here in a second. I'm really looking for the name of the individual more so than the entire name. So as long as you gave me the initials, the name of the restaurant, you're going to get points here. You'll see this up on the screen in just a second. So here are a bunch of answers that we got. A lot of you said JJ's Diner, Waffles and More, Waffle House, Frank's Diner, IHOP, Al's Diner, Sweetums, Waffle Palace, Waffles, Waffles, Waffles. The correct answer was JJ's Diner. So again, if you just wrote JJ's, I gave you points here. That's the important part of the answer. We know it's a diner. We're looking for JJ's. So if you wrote JJ's Diner or just JJ's or you spelled out JJ, that's okay. Even if on your phone it doesn't look like you got it right, I'm telling you, if you wrote JJ's in any form or fashion, you did get points. So here we go. Question number 18. Tom is ecstatic when he finds out that Donna is cousins with what famous musician? What famous musician is Donna cousins with?
Your dream.
Yeah, my dream. This individual performs the song that'll be the first dance at Gina and I's wedding. Same song that he performs for Lil Sebastian. That sound like it? Mm-hmm. Pretty good reenactment. Mm-hmm. Straight out of Magic Mike, Channing Tatum. You haven't seen Magic Mike. So that's a true statement out of the Baig of Tricks household. I have seen Magic Mike multiple times, and Gina has seen it 0 times. So that's a real thing over here. I'm just marking some of these correct on my end. Again, if you wrote something close, I'm going to make sure you get points. All right, you guys are doing very well with the spelling overall. A lot of you said genuine, and a lot of you were correct. 91 people said genuine is Donna's cousin. He sings Pony as a tribute to Lil Sebastian. A lot of you said, not a lot, but a couple of you said Cisco, Beyonce. I see a Taco in there. Joe Exotic, Usher, Ice-T, Prince. Good guesses, but genuine the correct answer. Here we go. Question 19. What food item has been universally mocked for enjoying? A couple of you out there named your teams after it. What food has been universally mocked for enjoying? Get those answers in. Hit submit. Good luck with the spelling on this one. Stephanie is right. Why you got to bring the quacks in 5. All right, let's see what you guys thought. So an example of what it looks like on my end when your answers first come in before I fixed anything. So a lot of you have the right answer. You just maybe spelled it differently than I had it. I'm going to give it to this one. The correct answer here is calzones. Calzones. So the GIF here, they ate some horrible mini calzones. Slightly related to the question, but, not overall. All right, question 20. Just looking for a first name. I just need a first name. What is the name of Jerry's gorgeous wife? What is the name of Jerry, Larry, Terry, Gary's gorgeous wife? Delicate little dough pocket. Yes. Low-cal calzone zone.
Pasta for dinner, and I would still eat one of those.
The calzones betrayed me? So apparently now there are. Amy, thank you for the donation. We appreciate it. All right, let's see what you thought. Might have to fix a few misspellings here, but we'll see. Oh, yep, just one slight misspelling. Check the second. Somebody knows the actress's name, but not the name of the character. The correct answer here is Gail. Gail Gergich. Their daughter, one of their daughters was Millicent. Somebody put Millicent up there. That's one of their daughters. All right, here we go. Actually, let's look at the rankings after this question. Yeah, let's do it. Let's see where you guys are now. Here we go. Currently in first, still now is Jill. Missy D in second. Disky Business in third. But look at the standings. They are only separated by less than 100 points. And every question right now is worth 150 points or more. So this is absolutely anybody's game still. Ben's cute butt. Poetic Land. I missed the rest. Snork Juice there in 47th. Tommy Fresh in 43rd. Quiz Yourself 2020 Quarantine Edition. Love it. Alan Buford the third. Welcome back. All the eggs and bacon you have. That's on my shirt. Kind of freaking people out. Andrew, Burt Macklin, the Ralphio siblings, money please. Ghost of Rat Mouse, yes, Rat Mouse was the name of Mouse Rat whenever Andy was not with them. They went by Rat Mouse. Walkerholics, thank you for being here. Thank you for the donation earlier. Jen Sterna, welcome back. One of our most regulars. We appreciate you guys. A poo-poo and a pee-pee. Pack and Hammered, another name I recognize. Champions got nothing on Taco. Greg Pakitis, Tatsu, Seek and Destroy, Mallory, Melanie, Gilderoy, Lockdown, The Locale, Calzone Zone, Treat Yourself, and Julie. Everybody kicking butt. Taco still sleeping.
A lot of people playing.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for being here. We still have 130 people answering every question right now. So you guys are incredible. We're moving on to question number 21. This is the question 21, Drake.
Yeah, 11 and 21, right?
11 and 21 and 31, technically. Finish the quote by Jerry. So, again, this is not multiple choice. So this time, you're going to finish the quote, and you have to type in the word. There's one word missing from this quote. Finish the quote by Jerry. He said, "My blank are full of mouth today." Jerry said, "My blank are full of mouth today." Finish the quote by Jerry.
Was this not me today?
This was you, yes, most of the day. Whoever submitted Carol Baskin, you got a high five. Yes, yes, yes. Lots of Tiger King references. We get lots of Joe Exotics. Lots of Carol Baskins. I love it. We did Tiger King trivia a while ago. The very beginning of all of this.
Yeah.
I shaved, dressed up like Joe Exotic. I smoked a cigarette on air. That was fun, guys. That was a fun night.
Oh,
the crazy
God.
things
That
you
was
do
a
in
wild
lockdown.
night. If you want a good laugh, rewatch that.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. If you guys need just a good laugh. Stephanie Curtis, yes, thank you. That was the best. Laura Schillinger, thank you for being here. If you didn't see it, it's on YouTube. You can watch it. It's fun.
You really need to.
You can play along. You can still access the stuff sometime, I think. So here we go. Question 21. Finish the quote by Jerry. He said, "My blank are full of mouth today." I'm just checking. I see a couple of people who deserve points but just spelled it slightly wrong. All right, the correct answer, he said, "My marbles are full of mouth today." Oh, geez. My marbles are full of mouth today. Oh, geez. So quick story about the individual who plays Jerry Gergich, whose name I can't remember. We did Parks and Recreation trivia at Replay, the arcade bar in Lincoln Park, and they were doing a Parks and Recreation pop-up. So they dressed up the entire bar like the Pawnee Parks and Rec department. And this actor, whose name is slipping me, I'm sure one of you can tell me in the comments.
Jim O'Hare.
What is it?
Jim O'Hare.
Yeah, Jim O'Hare. So he is the first person of all the pop-ups that they've done at Replay. He's the first person from the show or the movie that they've done to actually come out. So he came out to the pop-up. So people who were there that night were, celebrating Parks and Rec and hanging out in a Pawnee bar. And Jim O'Hare was there having a good time with them. It was really cool to actually see that. It was not a night we did trivia. It wasn't the same night of one of the nights we did trivia, but what a cool thing to be there at a Parks and Rec pop-up and have Jim O'Hare walk in. Mm-hmm. Rainn Wilson had asked about coming to the office pop-up, but he didn't actually go. All right, question 22. A man named Kelly, you can see him here. A man named Kelly handcuffed himself in Leslie's office in an effort to have what book placed in the time capsule? I just need the name of the book. Yeah. What was the name of the book Kelly wanted placed in the time capsule? That bar slapped, though. I hope they do it again. They will. They will. Oh, Bree, you left before he showed up. No! No! Nick Offerman, Chris Pratt, and Jim O'Hare.
Wow.
Reese, you've met. Congrats. That's awesome. Nick Offerman is from his hometown, not far from us. Minooka, Illinois. Just about 25 minutes away from us. And his brother used to brew at one of my favorite breweries, Brickstone Brewery. Matt, one of his brothers, Matt Offerman.
He doesn't brew there anymore?
He does not. He's somewhere else. I was going to pitch Brickstone Parks and Rec trivia. Let me come and host it. And I figured maybe Matt Offerman would be like, "Hey, Nick, they're going to do Parks and Rec trivia. You should come and hang out."
Brilliant.
Yeah, it would have been great, but he was gone by the time I thought about it. My husband taught there and taught his nieces. Nice. Uh-oh. Just click something. So let's see what you guys thought. Again, I'm going to give you a look behind the scenes. You can watch me correct these. So as long as you put something close to the correct answer. Yeah. He did end up talking about all of them. So as long as you gave me a name of Twilight. Twilight. I accepted anything in the Twilight series for this one. He originally was talking about Twilight, but he does bring them all up. Tom starts reading them. There's a second and a third, too. Holy shit. Excuse my language, but good job. Twilight, the correct answer. Question 23. Not many people know. Only 2 individuals in a business know Ron's birthday, but fewer people yet know his middle name. What is Ron's middle name? Ron, you have a brother? Yes, one brother. Lon and Don, as they went by in the show. Yeah, this shirt is trippy. One of these days, I'm just going to wear an all-green outfit.
Please do.
And just let my eyes show up.
Oh, God. Put in green contacts.
Oh, God. Just floating white eyeballs. All right, let's see what you thought. Oh, lots of slightly misspelled ones, so bear with me here. He does have a middle name. We found out in one episode that we're going to reference here in a second. Correct answer is Ulysses. Ron Ulysses. Ron Ulysses. Oh, somebody just jumped up on his chair. All right, here we go. Question number 24. We'll do 24 and 25 and then look at the standings. So speaking of Ron, after being married twice to women named Tammy, and then also his mother was named Tamara, Tammy, Ron switches it up. You can see her here and marries a woman named what? What is the name of the woman in the GIF? Ron's third wife, not named Tammy.
Abby's here.
Abby Osgood! Welcome, Abby. Yes, there is a taco cam, and look how good he looks because of your amazing groom. If anybody out there is enjoying Taco's new style, his shorter look, he got groomed. Please give a big ol' shout out, a big ol' high five virtually to Abby Osgood. She's in the comments. She's chatting with us. She gave Taco this amazing look. He had such a good time, didn't he? All right, let's see what you thought his new wife's name was. All right, some of you gave me her first and last name, and that's okay, so I'm going to mark it correct. Lucy Lawless? Is that Lucy Lawless? Am I that out of this? Is that Xena?
Yeah. You didn't know that?
All I can think of is like her yelling like that. Guys, you get to discover on air.
I love that.
Yeah, when I learn new things. It happens pretty often. I consider myself pretty well versed running an entertainment trivia company, but I learn things like this all the time. Yes, it makes perfect sense now that I'm looking at her. But I did not know that. So congrats. All right, but I did know that her name is Diane. Diane. If you gave me her first and last name, that's fine. But Diane is all I was looking for. Diane Lewis was fine.
Didn't she look great now?
She looks incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, she looked great as Xena, too. But, yeah, fantastic. All right, cheers, guys. Cheers to Ollie learning something.
Aw, I'm proud of you.
Thanks. All right, one more question. Then we'll look at the standings. On what flavor of wine? You can see it. This picture does have to do with it.
It's one of my favorites.
What flavor of wine is Ben drunk on when Leslie tries to call him about her pregnancy test? The wine that he was drinking was a specific flavor, a specific type of wine. What was it? You have 30 seconds. She was great on BSG. Battlestar Galactica. Yes, yes, yes. Bears beat Battlestar Galactica. Yes, yes, you all told me.
That is a great thing.
That is a great, that entire scene. It's tough. I think it's tough to act drunk. Coming from a guy who is legitimately drunk on a live stream regularly, I think it would be hard to act drunk.
I do too.
But maybe he was actually drinking blueberry wine. We don't know.
It would be kind of funny if he was like, I really need to.
Drunk Ben is a whole mood.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
Bree.
this is a great scene.
That's like when you have a scale of like how do you want to feel tonight? Like drunk Ben is somewhere not at the very top because they're certainly beyond this.
There's snake juice.
Yeah, there's snake juice drunk. All right, let's see what you guys
made snake juice for tonight.
thought. The correct answer is blueberry. Blueberry. Good job. 59 of you knew that. So here we go. This will be the last time we look at the standings before we go over the final standings. I have the taco cam already up, so I'll just leave it. So here we go. First, second, third at the top. Everybody else going to rotate through. Missy D back up into first. Disky Business in second. Little Sebastian. Parentheses. Emily in third. Everybody else going through. I'm going to let that rotate through. Again, the next 6 questions are the same format. They're just going to start amping up in terms of difficulty and in terms of value for the points. So don't give up hope. First, all the way to, what am I looking at now? First, all the way to 56th is only about 600 points. That sounds like a lot, but we're soon going to get to questions that are worth 300 points apiece. So that's a 2-question swing. Yeah, I know. There are still plenty of opportunities here. For those of you playing trivia with us for the first time, thank you so much for being here. I'm sure you realize that if you just want to play, some Parks and Rec trivia and you want to do a quiz, you can do that online anytime you want. What we do here is we try to be more interactive. We try to engage you. And I'm telling you all this as a thank you for dealing with my ramblings and listening to me talk and listening to me learn about Lucy Lawless as Diane tonight. That's why we're doing this, to keep you guys entertained. So if you're having a good time, we really appreciate you being here. I always forget to ask this, but if you haven't yet, please do subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please give this video a like. Please turn on the notifications, whatever all the YouTube people say. I'm not used to it. All of those things help us reach more people, and it helps you guys get to these videos easier in the future. If you want to play trivia in the future, if you've liked our page, or if you've subscribed to this YouTube channel, you can actually pull it up on your TV, on your YouTube app, and we'll be right there ready to go. If you haven't liked our Facebook page, please do that as well. That helps us out immensely. The last thing I'll ask right now, and then we'll dive back in. We're not going to wait for this to rotate through. I rarely ask for this, but I want to right now because there are a lot of awesome people on here tonight. If you have not yet, please do leave us a review on Facebook or on Google Business. That is super helpful for us, obviously, during this time when we're doing these online events. But once we go back to hosting events in person, it helps us reach more and more individuals. So if you haven't yet, we would really appreciate leaving a review. However, if you're intending to leave a negative review, just don't. I'm not asking for that. Send us a message if you have an issue. Don't leave a review. Send us a message if you have an issue. If you want to leave a negative review, don't do that. Send us a message. Let us make it right. But if you're having a good time, if you're having fun, leave a review.
Fiona says this is way better than e-learning.
Fiona, you're my favorite person. Our 8-year-old friend staying up way past her bedtime for Parks and Rec trivia says this is better than e-learning. I think that you should submit to your teachers that this counts as class credit. Realistically, you're doing a quiz. This is some type of standardized testing. I made it. It's standardized. I don't know. Thanks for being here, Fiona. We really appreciate it. And Fiona's parents for letting her be here at 10:10 Central Time. All right, here we go, guys. Question 26. Speaking of the names of wives of characters, what was the name? Just a first name. Just a first name. What is the name of Tom's wife, who we discover married him just to get her green card? I just need her first name. What is the name of this individual? You can see her on the screen. She married Tom in order to get her green card. What is her name? Mary Bayer. As a teacher, I would totally get on board with that. Yes. I'll be honest with you guys. The longer that this lockdown goes on, the more likely it is that we will start offering some e-learning stuff directly targeted towards school systems, our younger population, just to give you guys something different to do. we're not going to do that if hopefully this goes away soon. That's what we're all hoping for. But if we're here for a while, if e-learning continues to next year, we'll give you guys something different to do, something more fun. Yes, Mary Baylor, smiley face, right back at you. All right, let's see what you guys thought. Jennifer, Rachel, Kim, Kelly, Emily, Taco. 2 votes for Taco. I don't think her name was Taco, but who knows? Somebody said Wendy, she's a doctor. Somebody said Carol Baskin. Let's see. Again, I'm just checking to make sure that I give points to anybody that spelled it wrong. Wendy is the correct answer. Wendy. She went out. She married Tom. She went out with Ron for a while.
Right, looks like people are on board for trivia as e-learning. Amy's a principal. She says it's a great learning opportunity.
Yes, I have a principal on board.
She's on board.
Amy, shoot us a message. I need to get a principal on my resume when I start sending this out to people. All right, here we go. Question 27. Which member of the Parks Department, so you just need to give me a name, just one name, the first name of the individual. Which member of the Parks Department entered the sommelier competition along with April? Same episode as Ben getting drunk on that blueberry wine. Which other member of the Parks Department entered the sommelier competition along with April? Yes, Amy, principal. Principal Amy. I'm going to start calling you Principal Amy. I hope that's okay. What did Kim Guzdala? Was it an herb or an anchor one? Snake juice Ben. Oops, snake. Yuck. Fruit wine. That would have been amazing. Cross. Herbert looking at that's Schitt's Creek, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. Yes, Amy. Already reaching out for trivia night for parents with you next year. That's me. With me. Awesome. We love doing online trivia.
Me.
That's with me.
That's cute.
Every time I say it, I feel like Obi-Wan.
Aww.
Well, of course I know him.
His parents are both.
He's me. What? This is incredible.
That was a great group. We had a great group last night and a great group tonight.
I almost want to give this to a few people who said something, but I'm not going to.
I want to know what it is.
Yeah, you'll see it. So Craig is the correct answer. Craig, if you spelled Craig wrong, that's fine. You got points. I didn't give it to Greg. That's a different name. It just sounds like Craig. But the people who put Billy on the Street, Billy Eichner is the actor, not the name of the character. Billy on the Street. Name a woman. Just name any woman.
Name any woman.
Name a woman. All right, question 28. What is the name of the song that Andy writes for April in the episode The Master Plan? He writes a song, he plays it, some of it, for April. What name did he give to the song that he wrote for April in the episode The Master Plan? She drove me here. Craig is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
We just watched the episode where they introduced it with the doppelgangers. Do it, Ollie. Yes, Dan. My name is Craig Middlebrooks, and this is my Dad Awards. No. Welcome back. All right, everybody's in. So just a reminder, those of you out there talking about trivia nights in the future, please join us this Friday. We're doing a fundraising trivia night to help out the West Suburban Community Pantry. Again, we're doing what we can in these times to help out as many businesses as possible. This Friday, we're raising funds for the West Suburban Community Pantry. They do a lot to help individuals in the west suburbs with food and other needs. So that's, we don't, all of our events are free. That's one of the exceptions. There is a $20 ticket. You can play as a household. And we do have prizes. I think it's a $100 Walmart gift card for first place, and I think a $50 Amazon gift card for second. So please join us for that. I know many of you already have. Thank you so much to those of you that already have. If you haven't yet, you can buy the ticket online. It's a general knowledge trivia night. It's going to be a whole bunch of fun, so don't miss that one. What is the name of the song that Andy writes for April? I'm just marking a few things correct. This was specifically in the episode The Master Plan. And he named it November. He chose to name it after a month, but he named it November, even though her name is April. All right, question 29. I know there are a lot of Lil Sebastian fans out there. What was the name of the licensed Lil Sebastian impersonator. They hired an impersonator of Lil Sebastian. It's just one word, one name. What was the name of the licensed Lil Sebastian impersonator? Not if you're eating steak, you loon! John J. Yes. An hour. A full hour. I could listen to Billy Eichner talk. I want to hear him read an audiobook.
Oh my god.
Could you imagine him reading, like, Harry Potter?
Harry Potter of all. Well, why don't you write him a letter, see if you will.
Harry, did you put your name in the goblet of fire? All right. Let's see what you thought.
Oh my gosh. So
thanks. What was the name of the licensed Lil Sebastian impersonator? Yeah, this music got really techie really quick. A lot of guesses, so I'm just looking through all of them. Most of you knew his name was Bucky. Not most. Not many of you. 35 of you knew. The licensed impersonator of Lil Sebastian was named Bucky. Good job. All right, 2 questions left. Number 30. On what street in Pawnee is the pit located? What is the name of the street in Pawnee you would find the pit? I already gave this away earlier tonight. I didn't mean to, but I realized it when I was reading the question. I already told you the name of the street. What street in Pawnee is the pit located on? Interesting emoji choices. Yeah. Let me change this song. All right. I'm just looking through the answers.
You go lie down for 45 minutes. No, an hour.
No,
A full
an
hour.
A full hour. I love when Donna just says, like, no, you should keep this job. Like, you care way more than I do.
Totally.
I'm looking at all these answers. Like I said, the questions at the end of the night tend to be the toughest. We had some tough ones thrown in the middle there, too. A lot of you correctly said Sullivan or Sullivan Street. Shout out to the people who knew. It is where Ann's house is. It is Ann's Street, but that is not the name of the street. On what street? What is the name of the street? It is Sullivan. All right, we have 1 question left. Question 31. It's the final question of the evening. Wow. Thank you guys for being such an awesome crowd. Thank you for being here tonight with us. What is the name of the Gergich family dog? Jerry talks about him. Jerry, Larry, Terry, Gary talks about him quite a few times. What is the name of the Gergich family dog? Speaking of, what a baby. Okay, sorry, you got eye boogers.
Whoa, Jack's getting feisty.
You got eye boogers. Okay, fine, I won't. Just kidding, I'm gonna get it. Ooh, a lot more of you knew this than I thought may. Huh? I'm going to give it to this person. So one thing you should know if you haven't played trivia with us, or even if you have, I don't think I've ever said this. It doesn't tell me who sent in what answer. So when I mark answers right, I don't know whose it is. I'm not playing favorites. I'm not deciding, oh, yeah, I like this person. I'm going to mark them correct. it just shows me the answers. And, you know, if I think that it's close enough, I give you points. If I don't give you points. Oh, there are so many good guesses. All right, I'm going to throw some of these up on the screen. A lot of you correctly said his name is Lord Sheldon. Lord Sheldon. As long as what you wrote was close to that, you got points. Taco was a good guess. I like the guess down at the bottom. Taco burrito. What's that coming out of your Speedo? Start your way the Gurgitch way. And then, yeah, our Brooklyn Nine-Nine crossover. That's not cheddar. That's some common bitch. Fun little crossover. I was looking at taco on the screen. A fun little crossover. All right, guys and ladies and 8-year-olds out there. Fiona, thank you for staying up so late and playing Parks and Rec trivia with us. We appreciate you. We appreciate everybody that is joining us for these trivia nights online. So do join us in the future. We're going to finish this one off. I'm going to show you the rankings here in just a second. But once again, tomorrow we have military history trivia. That one is free to play like all of these other events, but we have a whole bunch of great prizes sponsored by the Cantini First Division Museum. Even if you're not a military history buff, it's a lot of fun to play. It's free, and you may surprise yourself. Like I said, we have questions about military movies. We have questions about military pop culture stuff. So please do join us. That's at 7 o'clock. And then 9 o'clock, our last general knowledge trivia of the week. Questions about anything and everything, and another $25 gift card up for grabs from Elmhurst Brewing Company. On Friday, we have our fundraiser this week for the West Suburban Community Pantry at 8 p.m. Central Time. So if you're interested in joining, make sure you buy a ticket. We're going to send out the information for that here in just a little bit. Saturday is SpongeBob trivia. So Fiona, if you're a SpongeBob fan, get your family back. 3 p.m. on Saturday. It's completely family friendly. All SpongeBob trivia. And then Sunday, please join us. I cannot express how excited I am for our first ever online trivia brunch. We're going to do Golden Girls trivia. I'm making a cheesecake. I think I've been asked to make a second cheesecake and get to Bobby K, our incredible music bingo musician. He just played music bingo for us earlier tonight. So Golden Girls on Sunday at 1 p.m. McWethy's Tavern is sponsoring that. So order some food, eat great food with us, and have some Golden Girls trivia. Here we go, guys. We're doing the final standings there coming up on your screen. If you are in first place, send a message to the Baig of Tricks Entertainment Facebook page. Don't comment on the YouTube video because we may not see it. It gets blocked sometime. Send a message to the Baig of Tricks Entertainment Facebook page saying, hey, I was in first place. I won. And then Gina will get you all set up with your prize with Elmhurst Brewing Company. And speaking of Gina, please, guys, if you're out there, you're still listening, give her a big old shout out, a big old high five, a big thank you in the comments. Because, again, I have fun here in front of the camera with you, but she's doing all the hard work, answering your questions, keeping up with your comments behind the scenes. So give her a shout out. Taco just jumped up. He wanted to give her a shout out too. Oh, what a boy. All right, here we go. Final standings up on the screen. Now in first place, Missy D. Missy D, congratulations. Disky Business in second, Lil Sebastian in third. Everybody else is rotating through. I'm going to leave that up to rotate for a while. Marsha and Marshall Langman. I love it. I didn't see that earlier. You'll be able to see these for a while. Again, if you had fun tonight, thank you so much for being here. If you donated anything tonight to Baig of Tricks Entertainment, you have been entered into our donation weekly raffle. So if we choose your name this Saturday, you get to choose one of the trivia events that we do the following week. If you haven't donated yet and you would like to, the links are down below there, down there. Venmo, PayPal, and Zelle Quick Pay. We appreciate every one of you, whether you donate or not. Don't let me lead you astray. We just appreciate that you're here, keeping busy and having fun and taking your mind off the crazy stuff outside going on by playing trivia with us online. Thank you so much for being here. That is it for trivia tonight. I am Ali. This is Gina and Taco with Baig of Tricks Entertainment. Until next time, be safe, be kind to each other, and wash your dang hands, everybody. Have a good night.